Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Afternoon Tea Special with Paul and Karen.
Oh, isn't this exciting?
And,
Isn't this exciting? Our first special, just when you thought it was all over, you know, and then here we are again.
That's
we
true.
thought we can't let you wait so long because we have already felt this week, so this can't end yet. And
Here we are at Moira Furnace Folk Festival, our favourite festival in the world.
It was my very first folk festival I've ever been to, and this is why I'm hooked to folk music. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And you might hear in the background now and then, we have got a live audience for the very first time, other than my mum, of course, but,
All afternoon tea fans. We've even got Buttons, the dog. And we've got our very good friends, our youngest fans, Edith and Lewis, which is lovely to see them here.
So you'll hear them in the background, hopefully, quite a bit, joining in. So the sync police has already been. Thank you very much, Martin.
So we're
and I'm
in
sure
sync, are we? That's
Peter
good.
has
Thank
also
you.
said something, and Vince. Sync, great, brilliant, super.
But why is it an afternoon tea special? Because we've got some very special guests coming your way. We haven't told you who they are, and we're not going to tell you either until they come on, which will be in just in a few minutes. But we'll sing a song first.
Just to warm you up a little bit. And I'll just get my crashed recorder that just fell on the floor a minute ago. Hope it still works.
How could anyone have known? No sign was there to see, no fragment in the room suggested you and me. Just the trail of your perfume that lingered in the hall. Your great escape complete, now nothing left at all. And I couldn't even tell. Your plan afforded no mistakes. You pulled it off so well. Your great escape from our life. Like a fool out on the street, entertainment for the world, running west and running east, trying to catch your final twirl. Just a 30-second meet, in the hope you'd tell me why. But all that I could see was your dress waving goodbye. From our life, and I couldn't even tell. Your plan afforded no mistakes. You pulled it off so well. Your great escape from our life. And I couldn't even tell. Your plan afforded no mistakes. You pulled it off so well. Your great escape from our life. and tell. Your plan afforded no mistakes. You pulled it off so well. Your great escape from our life. Real applause.
Doesn't that sound
Isn't
exciting?
that incredible?
Oh, and I could hear everybody there on the screens applauding as well. By the way, Martin, you've been asking these fairies on the video. Yes, they were in Trentham Gardens, aren't they amazing?
Right,
and I know that Bob Bignell has been there not that long ago because he had a photo with one of the fairies sitting next to her there. So yeah, they're quite pretty, aren't they? So if you want to see them, they're in Trentham Gardens in Staffordshire. Yes.
And that was a song called Great Escape, you might remember, was one that was written during the lockdown.
And one of the winners of our Song Challenge Hit Parade.
It was actually.
Have a surprise for you. We have a song challenge today, actually, and I'm very excited about it.
Brand new song.
Brand new song, that's right. Now, birthdays, of course, we mustn't forget to mention the birthdays. I'll have a look at my list here. We've got Steve and his birthday on Sunday the 24th. So happy birthday, Steve.
Steve Anderson.
All the best to the tadpole. All the best to the tadpole, of course. And Richard, the father of my godchild, his birthday is on the 26th. Happy birthday, Richard, to Germany. Happy birthday to Karen of the Tum Folk Club in Coventry. Happy birthday, dear Karen.
Happy birthday, Karen. Hope we'll see you soon.
Regular watcher. And of course, we don't have an afternoon tea next Friday, so I have to say happy birthday for next Friday to Phil Dennis. Happy birthday for next Friday, Phil.
And happy retirement, Phil.
And I remember from last week, retiring, is he?
He's retiring. Yes.
Amazing. Wow, congratulations to that as well. But I remember from last week, we've got a wedding anniversary, the 55th, Brian and Marianne. So happy wedding anniversary today as well. And I've seen people have been tuning in from everywhere, from Germany, from America, from Australia. I think that's it's lovely. Lovely that you've met us, joined us all. I'm so excited I can't even speak anymore. But with no further ado, I would like to introduce our first guest for today. You will know him, but you just don't know what he looks like. He is a librarian. He is the maker of Bromsgrove Folk Club. He's done all the technology behind it. He's a splendid photographer. He's here at Moira Furnace Folk Festival doing all the beautiful photos and the videos. But what you probably didn't know about him is, well, A, what he looks like, B, that he's also created these beautiful badges that everybody here is wearing, and I've seen loads of people outside doing the same. It's amazing. I'll show you a bit closer. There we go. But what you probably didn't know about him, he is a fantastic performer of monologues. And I'm talking about the wonderful Geoff Hawkesworth. Give him a round of applause, everybody. We'll make space.
Geoff. Thank you. We're going to jump out the way now. And here he is, the man you've been waiting for.
Well, thank you very much, Paul and Karen. Well, yes, I'm a little bit confused, really, because I thought this was like some sort of cookery show, so I've bought my recipe book. But I seem to be wrongly dressed for it. But while I'm here, I might as well read you a poem, or sort of a recipe, really. So, all of these are place names in England and Wales, so listen out, and I'm sure you'll recognise some. Takeley, Appleby, Plumley, Sheraton, Purton, and Canterlot Mellenby, Washington, Cutmill, Unstone, Ingo Bowl, and Masham. Pickwell, Blueberry, Gooseberry, Shawbury, Shrewsbury, Blackborough, and Clamberis, Tipton, Shallow Bowls, and Churn. Watchet Caerphilly, Wendy Mould, out well. Wendy Seapool in Wormington or Crawley Bugthorpe, kill 'em and bin 'em. Findham Knutsford, Hazel Beach and Cheshunt, Cracow Pen and Chopwell, Bowling Hunning, Runnymede and Melton Cadbury, then Sturton and Licky End. Adding Timble Salt and St Just Pinchbeck Curry, then Panel and Mixbury Evenly. Makeworth Doton, Flour, Buttercram and Egham, Henlaid. And beat 'em, all fold and knead 'em. Then roll right Thingwell and cover 'em Puddington. Lightthorn Furnace Chimney and Burntwood Heaton Ovenden, cook 'em. Bake up, bake well, Butley Doynton Burnham, Wrexham. Wensbury Dunnington, Ticton Tockwith Tring, Orpington Ovenden, Greet, Monmouth Pyeworthy over Kingston, for Mumby, Chewsley, Wembley, Thursley, Fridaythorpe, Factum Dayton and Sunderland. Ainhoe, at Tees Tame, Kettlesing, Earl Grey's once brewed, ham sandwich in toaster, then Clothall over Tabley, Calder Vale, and Carrington Hot and Dishforth over Tabley, Addingham Clossum Milkham and Rosebery Topping, at Lastingham, Tanton Tatterford, Reading. Whiteby, there's Morecambe. Fetcham, Glassam and Filton Brimton beer. Beer made of ale. Collingham Hungerford Guestover, yelling, Coombe Gedding, ask 'em Richard, ask 'em Brian, Pattishaw Wantage, and Sittingbourne Downham. Seventon Pye and Plateford, devisers, and passing 'em round, hey. Begin Hill Eton, Wilton Tastely Dar Liston, Chewin and Swallow, Butley Note Burpham, or Belchford, or Trumpington, Decorum Mattersey, Fulford Tumbley, Goodley, if Tirely, then to Charing Cross, and Napwell, Little Snoring, Remenham, Maid Burnt House, or Too Much Haddam, or Nuneaton, Nuneaton, Shirley Nottingham, Donyat Sling in Minskip, Tinwell, and Selling, Onally, T-Bay, Unthank, Clapham. Thank you very much, and I'll now hand back to Paul and Karen.
Awesome. That was great, Geoff. Well done. Thank you very much.
Wasn't that amazing? Wow. I'm not sure if I can sing a song now because I'm still sort of giggling inside, to be honest. What did you think here, everybody? Expect everywhere thumbs up. And clever poem, brilliant, Geoff. Nice one, Geoff. Pardon? Leak?
A leak would have fitted well in there, wouldn't it, Geoff?
Yes. Can I say who's there? I think I remember. If you might have wondered who's actually there of our
Here,
regular watchers. Yeah, here of our regular watchers.
Well, which way around are you talking?
Kay is here. Yes, all everybody else is, Brian and Martin and Jill and everybody. I mean, the people who are here, they probably know who's there at the back end. But you might be wondering who's sitting here around us. It's Yvonne is here. She's a regular watcher. And many greetings to Ray. Nice to see you, Ray. And I hope you're really well.
Yes.
And we've got Kay here. We've got Lenore. Lenore, oh, that's a beautiful name, isn't it?
It is.
There we go. We've got, of course, George and Lynn and Button, and we've got, as Paul said earlier, our youngest fans, Edith and Louis, and their mother, Dawn, and, of course, our next artist who will be on after our next song. But before we do that, you thought I ran out of dresses, and I did. But when I was in Germany, my mum said, how do you like this one? And I thought, ooh, perfect festival dress. Dress number 86.
Just for those who are not aware of this phenomenon, she's worn a different dress for every show.
But now I really run out, so next time it's t-shirts or something like that, or think of something. Now this is our song challenge today. We have literally just started learning this, well, we have only completed this song a week ago, started learning it less than a week ago. It's got loads of words, but it has a chorus. So ladies and gentlemen at home, and ladies and gentlemen here, if you would like to join in with us, that would be absolutely wonderful with the chorus as soon as you pick it up. It's easy enough, but it goes really well with the Furnace Museum we're sitting in here at the moment. Industrial theme.
It's based back in Stoke-on-Trent, my hometown, of course. And, well, give us the chorus, Karen.
It goes round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the cage, crash and bang goes the molten steel, a flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped out the page. Okay, got that? Brilliant. We want to hear you singing here in Leicestershire at Moira Furnace Folk Festival, wherever you are in the country. Round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the cage, crash and bang goes the molten steel, flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped out the page. An age that told stories of how it was done, what a young man like Peter could bring. Who would have dreamt he'd make pots for the Queen? But that was when he was the king. When Peter looks back, he remembers the laughs, along with the banter and scorn. And here is cliches like those were the days, and kids today don't know they're born. Here we go, round and round. Round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the cage, crash and bang goes the molten steel, a flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped out the page. Tom was a miner, as hard as they come, a man's man if ever there was. 3 pints before shift and a fist like a brick was his license to make his own laws. Now he pauses for breath every 4 or 5 steps, the coal dust still sits on his lungs. He tries to recall what became of it all, but the memories have waited too long. Round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the cage, crash and bang goes the molten steel, a flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped out the page. Was a lad, untrue to his name, he stood for the workers in steel. Out, brothers, out, you'd hear him proclaim, whilst the tempers of management reel. Jack held his philosophies close to his heart, a tattoo of marks on his arm. More ways than one stood too close to the fire, but to sellers to hear the alarm. Round and round, everybody. Round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the cage, crash and bang goes the molten steel, a flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped out the page. Now
potter's bar with Tom, who tells tales of the dark, remembering Jack, who's not coming back, lost to the heat and the sparks, but they all left their own finger marks. Round and round goes the potter's wheel, down and down goes the day, crash and bang goes the molten steel, a flashback to our golden age, before someone ripped up that page.
Well sung, everybody. Thank
We
you.
got through it.
Ooh, brand new song in so many words, eh?
Thank you very
well.
much. Super. Okay.
Before
Ready
we,
for-
no,
go
not,
on.
Not the. I mean, it's afternoon tea, isn't it? So we've got our tea here, of course. We've got a nice.
I don't know. It was. I
Field's
just
tea,
asked
I
for
think.
tea
Yeah,
off
it's
the,
tea.
the man with the burger van.
Now, George and Lynn and Jeff, they said at the 80th show, "Oh, have you got some cake from the big 80th cake for us?" And I said, "I'm not sure if there's any left, but George, Lynn, I froze you some. Remember, everybody? So, if you give one piece to Jeff as well, so that's your cake from the 80th show. Isn't that amazing? And it was gorgeous. Sylvia, I remember, our neighbour, has baked it, so I'll just pass it over. And of course, not everybody wants a cake, so we brought a lot. I'll show you in a second. Here we go. Enjoy.
I am now, after this 85th show, I am now in a slimming campaign.
There we go. So if you, I'll come round because Paul is going to introduce our next guest. But
Right.
maybe if you just hold it whilst our guests are performing, you can probably eat it when we are singing later.
What's it?
That
What's
would
it?
be
I was going to say, yes. I was going to say, I don't want to sing along
No,
with
no,
our guests
no,
with
no,
their mouths
no,
full,
no,
do they?
no. I'm just sharing them out, and I think
All
they
right.
can keep to it definitely.
Okay. Our next special guests are very special to me particularly, because I first fell in love with them quite a few years ago. So much so that I organised for them to come to our local village hall. This is probably 12 years ago, so I don't expect they'll remember it all. And it was an absolutely wonderful night. In fact, one of the most forgettable nights for Grant, part of it for Grant, is that he actually backed me on a song. And I'm sure he's tried to get that out of his mind ever since. But it's an absolute pleasure to welcome to afternoon tea our special guests, Hilary Spencer and Grant Bainham. They are together, of course, known as Quicksilver. I'll get out of the way. Please give them a welcome. Which way do you like to sit?
Oh, I don't think it matters as long as he doesn't poke me up the nose with his guitar. I don't mind. Here we all are. Hello, everybody.
There we are. What a pitch that makes. Have we got one or two?
You see what I mean?
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Okay, then we'll start off with a chorus one.
I shall sit back here.
And this is a thing called Singing the Day, which is that rare thing, a cheerful, folky morning song. Most folky songs that deal with getting up in the morning then turn into tragedy in very short order indeed. I mean, if a young woman gets up in front of you and sings
As I walked out on May morning.
fatal, you know that it's going to end in illegitimacy, betrayal and probable death, don't you? Because it's folk
joy.
music. That's what we love. Or from the bluesy end of the spectrum, you know, I woke up this morning and I was feeling absolutely marvellous. Thank you for asking. It just doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work. So this is that rare thing, an optimistic folkies wake up in the morning song. It's called Singing the Day. It has a chorus, which goes, sing in the day. If you like singing long notes, follow Hilary along the long notes. If you like singing twiddly lots, sing with me, and they kind of go together. See what you think.
and the dove in the stable, the fox ghosting home, and the calf in the hay, the lovers abed and the babe in the cradle. They're all of them waiting to welcome the day.
And the man of the land, and the factory hand, and the traveller ready to be on his way. The boy with his rod and their peaceable God, they are all of them ready to sing, sing in the day. Old Sol's arisen, freed from that prison, where night time held sway. Come away, glory is his, and we'll dance in the morning and sing in the day. Now the jovial sun paints the dome of the sky from his palette of sapphire and golden and grey, and the world turns again. This old boulder keeps rolling and carries us on to the welcoming day.
And the man of the land turns his face to the sunrise and waits on whatever the morning will bring. So with hope in our hearts and a weather eye open, we'll sing, sing in the day.
Old Sol has arisen, freed from that prison where nighttime held sway. Come away, glory is his, and we'll dance in the morning and sing in the day. For we brought nothing in, and we'll take nothing out of it. Live for the day and be glad that you did. For one of these mornings you'll wake to find out you're a very long time looking up at the lid. Therefore let us arise with the lark in the morning, and joy and be merry and love while we may. For it's laughter and song roll this old world along, and we'll dance in the morning and sing, sing in the day. Old Sol's arisen, freed from that prison where nighttime held sway. Come away, glory is his, and we'll dance in the morning and sing, sing in the day. Sol has arisen, freed from that prison where nighttime held sway. Come away, glory is his, and we'll dance in the morning and sing in the day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, people. Swift retune, and we'll continue with a Jake Thackeray song. This is a thing called the Kiss. We've been doing this forever. You have to bear with this.
It hasn't been during forever. No. Now, the thing about this song, for those of you who may not be quite as familiar with it as you may be with some of the other Jake songs, is that it's very, very clever, and I wanted to sing it.
And I wouldn't let her, because I said to her, this is when we've been together almost exactly 20 years now. And yes, 20 years next year. We're going to do a live album to celebrate. And but 20 years ago, this was one of the very first songs we learned. And Hilary said, I'd love a crack at that. And I said, well, I said, really, it's a fella's song. I mean, it's written in first person for a fella to sing. And all that. I said, you could do some lovely girly harmonies, I said.
You see, these people know me.
Didn't go well.
Not a bit.
No, there's a little mark on the back of my head where she explained
Where we
how-
compromised.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's the explanation mark. The compromise is that we have to do it in 2 keys. Jake's key, which is perfectly guitar-friendly and male voice-friendly, and Hillary's key, which is close your ears, children. A bastard. So, The Kiss in 2 keys. She kissed me like a child, fresh and peckish like a child. She was wild as little strawberries, but oh, she kissed me as a child would do. She clung on a little longer than she needed to. I did it for a dare. Go on then, kiss her for a dare. In the middle of the village square, she was as 17ish as the month of May, and her daddy was a butcher in a pie and puddings way.
But this little skirmish of a kiss was importunately witnessed by the twitching whiskers and the bulging eyes of a couple of the local ladies who were passing by, passing by, passing by. A couple of the local ladies who were passing by. It was misunderstood, his pretty kiss misunderstood by the squinting sisterhood, and thus the whisper round from Pinafore to Pinafore. Every top more cleavers down the well I never before. Until her daddy heard, he meant her daddy heard every grisly whispered word, and stepping fresh from the slaughterhouse, the crimson butcher ran, the steam around his shoulders, and a cleaver still in his hand.
Well, you can buy my pies, he cries, my puddings, buy my pies, but keep your whipper-snapping eyes from off the juicy beauty of my daughter, who is a tidbit far too tasty for the lips of the likes of you, likes of you, likes of you. Far too tasty for the lips of the layabout likes of you. Swung the cleaver high, swung the whistling cleaver high, and his cry was agonising, I shall follow King Solomon's decision, inasmuch as I'm off to split you down the middle, easy collarbone to crotch.
But with a single bound, his daughter with a springy bound flung her arms and legs around him, crying, split all you wish, but daddy let that cleaver fall, and you shall split me likewise, precious tidbits and all. I am my own to give, nobody else but mine to give. Perhaps I'll give it to this whippersnapper, backbone to belly button, tongue tip to toe from precious nipples up above to bushy triangle below, down below, down below. My tangled diamond down below.
Which came as news to me, both of the butcher man and me, but who was I to disagree? What with my nose in her breastbone and me haunches in her hand, and a chopper in the offing, there was a lot to understand. The cleaver never fell, the jealous cleaver never fell, and though my eyes were elsewhere, by a pressing little message of her elbows and thighs, she let me know that her daddy had gone with the tears in his eyes. She kissed me like a child, fresh and peckish like a child. She was wild as little strawberries, but though she kissed me like a child would do, she clung on a little longer than she needed to, needed to, needed to. Clung on a little longer than she needed to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, darling. Pleasure.
What a treat, everybody, eh? How fab. Grant and Hilary, I really appreciate, we all appreciate you coming today.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
I'm speechless. I'm standing there and just enjoying it. I'm sure you have as well. So that's absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much again. That's absolutely brilliant. Wow. Moira Furnace Folk Festival. I think only there things like that can happen, can they?
Absolutely. And I'm glad you dug up a couple of oldies because they were some of my favourites. Those are great. Wonderful.
I'll
Thank you.
release you from the cake torture now, so you are allowed to eat your cakes. I'm sorry if I'm so controlling, but I thought it would have been rude to our guests if they had eaten at that time. So, you might be wondering, it has Moira Furnace Folk Museum got this, I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm sure it's some sort of wheel that was, what is it? Oh, a water wheel. It's the water. Thank you. Dawn was pointing to the sign just on that. It is an advantage if you know, it's a clue if there's a sign on top of it, you know. So yes, it's the water wheel, but you were probably wondering, has there always been a duck on the water wheel? The answer is no. It's the duck of the week, you know, because it just flew or, well, swam probably into our life today. And because Geoff came, Geoff who's performed earlier, and he says, I think you need something to share out the badges and something for your garden. And this is what, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that just, and look at this, full of
Brilliant.
badges. Now you've got the honorary badge here as well. Grant, here we go. And everybody else is already wearing one. There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant, Geoff. Well done.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely
Geoff.
awesome.
He's still standing there. Yes, give him a round of applause. Absolutely. Isn't that wonderful? I need some water.
Actually, yes, I'll have a little drop of water.
Crispy has just fell over. What has he been drinking? I'm not sure about that, you know. Festival behaviour is always a little bit different than normal one. Crispy, what have you... No, you haven't, have you? Come on. How about you lean on the sink police? Oh, that's
Does
better.
that work?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So, there's got to
Grant
be...
and Hillary
Great.
must think we're raving mad.
I don't think there's anything bad about being mad, is it? No, I don't think so.
All right, everybody sing a song.
Are we singing a song now?
We're going
Yes.
to sing a song, and then we're going to bring our next very special guests on too. So, so this song was another lockdown song. In fact, we made a little single out of it, and all the proceeds went to shelter. Proceeds that if people bought the download, obviously the Spotify and all that was free. But
And of course, most of you have downloaded it, so
which
thank
is
you for
lovely,
that
so
again.
thank you very much. And this was called What If My Pockets Were Empty?
Still is.
Still is.
Yeah.
Are we doing the single version, which is the shorter one?
I think we should, because I would like to give way to
Okay.
more beautiful singers after us.
What if my pockets were empty?
A cup that cries for mercy, or a glass that calls for wine. There but for good fortune, down that slippery road go I. Many words are spoken,
Too few deeds are done.
for those whose lives are broken, and what their hopeless worlds become.
What if my pockets were empty?
And no more could I hold my head high.
Could I still claim a seat at your table?
Would I still be that glint in your eye? And what if the words that define me could no longer be spoken with pride?
What if my pockets
have you here by my side. Is it true what people say?
We're all just a payday away.
So come and walk beside me, past the doorways of our town, past the eyes that say, so why me? Why must I bear this cross and thorny crown? If your life changed tomorrow, if your ship just turned around, too proud to beg or borrow, too scared to face the cold, cold ground.
What if my pockets were empty?
And no more could I hold my head high.
Could I still claim a seat at your table?
Would I still be that glint in your eye? And what if the words that define me would no longer be spoken with pride?
What if my pockets were empty?
Would I still have you here by my side?
What if my pockets were empty?
Thank you, everybody, for joining in.
Thank you, everybody. Nice to hear people singing in the chorus as
Beautiful.
well, isn't it?
Number 1 song of the year, says Barry.
Is that what they
Thank
say?
you so much.
Okay.
So kind. Thank you so much.
Barry.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Well, I think
Go on.
a little bit later on, I would like to have everybody have a look at Button. Shall we do that? Because I'm
on the camera.
on the camera if we can.
If
Is
that's
that all
at
right?
all
Later
possible.
probably, yeah. But that would be nice.
He's got his own badge.
He's got his own badge. Button's got his own badge, his own button.
Okay.
That's amazing. But I think, shall we before we have our next guest on, we have our. Oh, brilliant! Let's do that
Joke.
again. I like that. Come on. We've got our. I always want an audience now. You know? This is good, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying it. If you are only enjoying it half as much as I today, you know, you must have a really, really good
We
time.
thought you were.
Anyway, joke alarm. No further ado there. Well, you know, when I was studying, I was living in this apartment, in this flat, and I had to complain to the landlord one day. I had him on the phone and I said, look, sir, we've got mice in the apartment. And he says, that's not possible, we don't have mice in the house. And I said, well, you can't better come about and check, and I'll show you. So a couple of days later, my landlord came along, and we were sitting in the living room waiting for the mice to appear, when suddenly this duck appears and swims across the living room floor. And I said to him, I looked around and said to him, well, and by the way, I forgot to mention, we've got damp as well.
Oh dear me. I do think it's time we got our next guests on, and I'm especially pleased with this one too. This couple, what can I say? Dave has a fabulous reputation as a songwriter in the folk scene and beyond. Kip simply has one of the finest voices. Well, we've had them all, haven't we? We've got Hillary and now we've got Kip. Crikey. They made hundreds of friends last year, or 19, 20, I can't remember exactly, I've lost track of time. When they... No, I know. Would have been 19, I think, when they toured internationally with Fairport Convention, came back with a great reputation for that too. So it's my pleasure to welcome to afternoon tea Kip and Dave. They are Winter Wilson. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I know I'm old, but I definitely wasn't here in
It was 18,
What did I say?
1820 when we did that tour. No, you said 1920.
I did.
Doesn't matter.
But hey,
I'm really jealous of all these people with cakes, and we've not got a cake yet. So
we have got cake.
no, but you can never have too much cake.
Oh, thank you. We'll grab one on the way
Grab
out.
one on the way out, Carol. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We we did have cake for the festival. We always have to have a festival cake. Dave baked us a carrot cake.
I did.
It was very nice.
Why didn't you bring it?
Because our friends have eaten it.
We've half eaten it. Got to be honest, it's nearly all gone. Shall we do a song?
Go on then.
Yeah, okay. I meant that.
Did you?
No. I took a walk along East By. I was alone but not lonely. I had you there for company. My thoughts were with you only. It's been a year since I saw you last. Counted each day passing. 4 seasons more till we meet again. Counting each day passing. I'm sorry, I'm still losing that completely. Do your blues.
Okay. So having said what a great songwriter he is,
I'm really sorry about
this
that.
is a Bonnie Raitt song.
Sorry about that.
I liked it so far.
No, well, I could just feel myself losing that, and I thought I'll jack him while I'm ahead. I clearly wasn't.
So Bonnie Raitt is my hero. She wrote this. I told you once the day we met I wouldn't be your queen. Your little darling, sweet coquette just wasn't my routine. You've been around enough to know there ain't no one else. But when I hear that siren blow, I just can't help myself. I've got to go. Hope you understand, yeah. I love you so. Want you to be my man. I hear you call me. Sounds so sweet and plain. I've got to go now because the road's my middle name. Well, it's hard enough to love someone when they're right close to home. Don't you think I know it's hard squeezing sugar from I've gotta go now because the road's my middle name.
I've not got the cap over that. Do Michael.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, okay.
Um,
Dispute. It's called a domestic. We have them all the time.
all the time.
So yeah, okay, we'll do this. This is a song that Dave wrote quite a lot of years ago now, and didn't know why he'd written it, and then sometime later realised that he'd written it after reading the book.
Just a thought.
Philomena.
Hi Annika and Harry, if you're on there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he'd read Philomena, and most of you have probably seen the film, but I don't know if you've read the book. If you haven't, read the book because it tells much more of Michael's story, the son, and it's fabulous. But we subsequently saw the film, but the book is brilliant. And anyway, this is where this song kind of came from.
Kind of comes from, yeah.
But we've subsequently met several people who have said, that is actually my story that you've written. And it's called Is It True That His Eyes Are Like Mine? Do you know of a traveller called Michael? I'm told that he settled round here, quite a lad in his day, handsome rogue, so they say, used to wear a gold ring. He was a good one at shoeing the horses, with a hammer and tack he was fine. He followed the fairs, drinking hard and trading wares. I heard tell that his eyes are like mine. I was a young thing, not yet 17. So much to learn, yes, I was keen. Trouble, it found me as ever it does. But whatever I did it for love. 30 years and still I am searching. I still grieve for what's taken away. What was done for the best brought peace to the rest. But for me, there's a price yet to pay. Yes, I pay a hard price every day. I was a young thing, not yet 17. So much to learn, and yes, I was keen. Trouble, it found me as ever it does. But whatever I did it
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh my word. I'll give you a moment to mop your tears. That was Kip and Dave, the wonderful Winter Wilson.
Wow.
Can we hear once more, please?
Beautiful. Wow, I'm just looking at some of these comments. Wow. I can see our afternoon tea audience is just as blown away as ourselves.
Absolutely.
So I'm not surprised, though, because I knew it would be a very, 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 very special afternoon for us, of course, for Crispy and for Blinky, but for our live audience as well. And it's just amazing. I can't even speak. I'm blown away by the beauty of.
So thank you so much
guest
to our
voices.
guests. Thank you, Geoff. Once more for Geoff, please. We had Grant and Hillary from Quicksilver. Wonderful, absolutely great. And we've just been taken to another place by Dave and Kip. Winter Wilson.
Thank you so much.
Stunning. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Dankeschön. Oh,
So
fantastic.
they're, of course, are going to be playing more at the festival this weekend.
And of course, at festivals and at folk clubs and at theatres and halls and everything around the country. So please make sure you look at the websites of Winter Wilson, of Quicksilver. Ours as well, please do. And I think Geoff has got something at Bromsgrove, haven't you? Bromsgrove Folk Club. I think Grant is in Bromsgrove soon as well, in next year as well. So please do pay them a visit, because I mean they've just proven it is very well worth it. Now I think Button would like to have a little.
Oh yes. How are you going to do that?
Before I'm going to tell you all about the next special and the date of the next afternoon tea special with Paul and Karen. Right? Are you happy to come? Yeah. Yes, brilliant. Come on. So this.
I think Geoff should have his cake. We've still got his bit of cake.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Right, Paul. Do you want to?
Yeah. I'll
Get out of the way.
get out of the way.
Wag the cup off there.
Oh yes, I'll take that up. It's a little bit of festival craziness here, but of course when we're on the road you are used to that. It's always a bit crazy. I'm so glad that the Wi-Fi has kept up. So now can I introduce you to Lynn? Hello. Button. Hello. Do you want to go on that chair, Button? I don't know.
I don't know if you'll go up on the chair.
Hop! Come on. Hop! No.
But I might be able to sit here and lift her a little. Come here.
Here we go.
Lift you up. Oh, look. I don't know if you can see her. There she is. This is Button. She's lovely.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Button. And George, of course, there with them. Give them a big round of applause.
No, you can't have the cake. Oops. Don't reverse into the table. That's it.
Regular afternoon tea watchers from day one as well, of course. Now, it's been an hour of chaos. As it always is, of course, with afternoon tea, but it's also been an hour of so much beauty, of music, of hopefully fun, yeah? Did you all have fun? Did you all have fun there out on their computers at home and everybody catching up later? And so hopefully you will all be back and probably even bring a few mates, who knows, for our second afternoon tea special. But for that, we need you again, okay? Because as I said before, I would love to do not a song challenge hit parade, but this time a pop You'll cover hit parade. Are you up for that? Yeah? So our second special will be on the 17th of September. Friday, the 17th of September.
Is that 4 weeks from today?
It's 4 weeks from today. And it's, of course, at 4 o'clock, as always. We'll see how long it's going to be. You know, we're flexible. And I know you are anyway. And we need you to vote. We need your opinion again. So please do. About just after the show, I'm going to put a button on our website. I put that live. So it's www.paul paulwalkermusic.co.uk. I put a button there, and you can go on the list with the covers, and there will be 70 popular covers that we have been doing throughout our 85 shows, and we would like you to choose your favorite 5, and I know it's going to be really, really difficult, but we'll throw it in there. So please vote by the 7th of September for your 5 favorites of the popular cover, and you will be able to vote just after we finish the live stream. I'll put it live then. Also, please do make sure that you put those I'm not a robot things in, because otherwise we don't get your voting. So if you don't get forwarded to a we have received your vote page or something like that, then we haven't got it. So make sure that you put submit in twice. If you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about at the moment, just go on the page and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'll say it again, 17th of September, our second afternoon tea special, and voting until the 7th of September, and we hope to see you all again. Now, it's time to take your mugs, to take your ducks, start swaying. Oh, I almost get a bit dizzy. Everybody is swaying, that's wonderful. And start singing with us, as loud as you can probably, everybody. That would be lovely. Well, that's it for another 4 weeks. Goodbye, my friends, good luck. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. We shouldn't shed another tear, for friends will all be back. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Or maybe Point and Folk Club on the 3rd of September, or maybe somewhere else in the country, or at the very latest on the 17th of September. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. Auf Wiedersehen, me ducks. Everybody say goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us online, and thanks to all our friends here.
And
thanks
thank you
to our
all our
guests,
guests.
of course. It's been terrific. Thank you. And we'll see you, if not before, on the 17th.
Tschüss.
Bye now.
Bye.